Hi crafty friends, it's Audra Monk, the Crafty Yogi, and welcome to the Crafty Corner and some Sunday night crafting. So I'm so glad if you're here. I'm going to refresh my computer so I can see if you're here. Happy Sunday night. It's 8:30 on the East Coast, and this is one of my favorite times of the week to craft online with you guys. All right, so I hope you had a good weekend. It was beautiful weather. It was a little hot this morning, and I'll admit I did not go out in the midday. I went for a nice long walk around 9 o'clock this morning, and it got hot in the sun, but it was nice in the shade. All right, and here we are. Awesome. Okay, so yes, so I did yesterday I took the day off. That was super exciting. I don't think, except for maybe 1 or 2 posts, I did nothing. I mean, well, I did cleaning and other things, but I mean, I took the day off from crafting and from yoga, marketing and planning and things like that. So sometimes it's good to take a break. So I hope that you get breaks when you need them. Okay, so how this works is if you are watching live with me 8:30 on a Sunday evening on the East Coast, there's a little live up at the left corner. That means you're here right now. So say hello and let me know. Most of the time, you're probably watching this on the replay, either here on Facebook or on YouTube. So hi all my YouTube fans. Please subscribe. I am getting so close to the 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and that's pretty exciting. I think I'm in the mid-80s, so if you know anybody who likes crafting tutorials, let me know and let them subscribe. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. Today we are making, I think this is called a double point bunfold card. So oh, shoot, I did it again. You've been looking at the card the whole time. You were supposed to be looking at me. I apparently don't know what button to press. So now you already know how cute my card is. I'm a little bummed by that. So let's look at the card. All right. I'm so sorry. I forgot to look where the red square was. Anyhow, this is the cute card that we are going to make using the Whale of a Time Suite. This card is going to be part of my July Just Cards to Go. And this one opens like this. So on the front it says, "You're kind of a big deal," and that is tucked behind that little turtle guy. And it says, "Hoping all your birthday fishes," isn't that cute? Fishes come true. And there's those cute little fish. So I'm going to show you how to make this. This has been going around a little bit, but it was my first time ever making one this afternoon. So I'm doing the Just Cards to Go again. So you would stamp with your own stamps that part, which is one of the reasons why I chose to make this card, because this is the DSP cut up. Aren't those turtles adorable? Look at that little guy. So you'll get 3 turtles. They'll be different depending on what you get, but that's what it's going to do. So I'm going to show you how to make this part with the little points. Oh, it tells me I should put a little more adhesive there. And you don't normally need this. I accidentally messed up and I put adhesive there, so I had to cover that up. It'll normally just be the piece. And then it's just the one back. So it's a small. You would write your little message right here in the middle. It's just a very cute little card. So we're going to make that. So, hey, darling. Welcome. So the measurements are right here. You need a piece that's 4 by 5 1/4, and of course you can adjust these measurements to fit what you need. To make these little pointy ends, you need 2 pieces of designer series paper at 3 by 4, and we're going to talk about how to cut that. And then those you're going to score at 1 inch on the long side. So I'm going to bring in my cutter and talk about it. So if your paper is directional, so to me this one is medium directional. I probably could have got away with doing it differently, but I'm going to do this paper. So if you get the class, you might have a different paper because there's only so many of the same paper in there. So in this case, I'm making a horizontal card, and that's what these measurements are for. You could, of course, do it differently. Oh, I just said horizontal. I'm making a vertical card. You could do it differently and make it horizontal, and then you would want to rethink your pieces if you need to. And don't ask me to do it right now because I can't. It was hard enough for me to think this much through. Okay, so what we're going to do, since I want a top piece and a bottom piece, I'm going to have my paper this way. So I'm assuming if you were making a horizontal card, you would have your paper this way. But I'm not gonna break my brain on that. Let's do this. So we're gonna cut this to 4. So I line it up at 4, and I'm gonna cut it. Okay, this you can put away and use it. Oh, those little fishes are cute too. Use it somewhere else. And then you're going to turn this, and this is a 6x6 piece, so it's kind of easy. And then you're just going to cut it in half at 3. If you are using 12 by 12, you may want to just cut the whole thing down at 4, and then you can cut these as needed. Okay, at 3. Now we are going to score, so move that cutter out of the way. We are going to score 1 inch on the long side. So since I want this to kind of be somewhat cohesive, it's not going to be, it won't matter a ton, but I am going to score the top one at 1 inch on the top. So don't use your cutting blade if you're using this scorer trimmer scorer. I'm going to score it there. Okay, and then this one, so that's my top, right? Then this one, I'm going to score it at the bottom. So if your print is very particular, you definitely want to pay attention to this. But if you use a random, like all over dots or flowers, then you don't have to worry about that. And that is that. Okay, so we should be done with the trimmer. So I'll move this out of the way. Okay, so then we have our, it looks like a, what's that, a skateboard ramp? So we have that. Next, we are going to flip these over, because I did want the seaweed side. You could have totally done this side out. And we're going to fold it to the center, right to that line. And I'm going to do it soft because sometimes I feel like I have to wiggle it and jiggle it around to get a nice point. Because see, like, I can't figure out, sometimes the sides come up. Okay. That is not as crisp as I would like it. Let's see if I can do it a little bit better. Okay, we're gonna go with that. And you can use your bone folder or your fingers. And then this part, make sure it's nice and crisp. Okay, I got a teeny bit of overhang, but I'm okay with that. All right, and then let's do this one. So that's coming from the bottom, but you do the same thing. So just 2 little triangles you're gonna make. Good, and then fold this one up. Ah, now see, that one came out really nicely. And it won't matter because you're not gonna see the actual point. Okay, now you're gonna reopen these and put strong adhesive. So I'm gonna go Stampin' Seal Plus on the inside. And then you're gonna fold them back in and squish them down a lot. Okay, and do that again. I think this is just kind of a fun way to change up a card. All right, and then I'm gonna put those on. Whoa. All right, and I'm gonna squish them down nicely. Okay, so there's my top and there's my bottom. Now you bring in your white piece, or you could definitely do an extra layer and cut this a little smaller if you want. You know, it depends on how fancy you want it to get. And so what we're gonna do is attach that there and there. Pretty easy, huh? And we're gonna do the heavier Stampin' Seal too, because we need this to be very strong. Good. All right, now this is how I've been getting it on here. So you bring it into your paper at the top, have the fold, line it up the best you can, and then you just fold it down and stick it on. And if you get, see, I have a tiny, tiny little bit there, you can very carefully trim that off. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing on the bottom. You can come from the bottom, although I find it easier to come from the top. So we're going to do that. Let's move my scissors. Put some adhesive on here. Okay, and then I'm going to, ooh, would it be good to put it on the right side? And I'm going to put that on there, line it up at the crease, and stick that down. And there you go. And you're like, oh, look at all that empty space. So what I'm using, these are the Stitched Nested Labels dies. And I used, let's see, That's the background piece. So that's the bigger one of that side. And then this one is the inside piece. So you could use a big oval, you could use a big square, a big circle. You just want to make sure that it's big enough to cover that. I think a circle would be very cute, but I thought this was kind of fun. Okay, so let's stamp it. I'm going to change this one. One of my best friends, hi Ian, she lives in Virginia Beach, and she loves, well, she lives in Chesapeake, but she goes to the beach a lot. She actually does the thing where they watch the turtle nests, and her birthday was last week, and I did not send her a card because I was like, oh, which one should I send her? I always like to make her a special beachy card. So she's getting happy belated birthday. This, the words come from the Itty Bitty Birthday set I'm using on this one. So I'm going to pop this in the mail to her tomorrow. Okay, give that a second. I already pre-cut from the DSP my turtles, but I am going to show you something in just a moment. Aren't those turtles cute? So if you do the Just Cards class to go, you might get different turtles than the sample, and that's okay because we're cutting them out of the DSP. Okay, I think this is hopefully dry. I see my Y is a hair splotchy, but I think it'll be okay. My, whatever, my Early Espresso is very juicy. I think I kind of over-inked it the last time I re-inked it. All right, so now we're going to put some regular Stamp and Seal on here. I want some there. I got it all over the other part. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna stick, whoa, we're gonna stick this on. This is Pool Party, which is what I'm doing the same like that. I just will have different turtles and different words, because you might have different words, and you just want to find something that fits on there that makes you happy. Okay, now what we're gonna do is put this on, but only at the top. Don't put adhesive at the bottom. And so kind of look where you need adhesive. It's just that part at the top. And you might want to use Stamp and Seal, or you could use tear tape. All right, now we line this up. I just liked how this was pointy and the triangles are pointy. There we go. Oh, I did good on that one. So that goes at the top. Okay, so now let's see. Do I want little fish on there? Yeah. Oh, you know what I do want? No, I want this. Look at this. This has little seaweedy things. Now, if you don't have these extra stamps, it's gonna look just fine, even if it doesn't have seaweed or extra fish. But I'm gonna go ahead and put them on here. All right, so I think I should do them. I wonder what color green this is. I think that is Granny Apple Green. I'll test it on the on my grid paper first. Oh yeah, I haven't used that stamp before. No, I got a little splotch there. Okay, so that's gonna make it look a little bit fancier, but that's obviously totally optional. Okay, so some Granny Apple, but if you have this stamp set, you should definitely use it. Okay, so now let's put it on the base. And then we're gonna add the turtles, and I'm gonna give you my tips on how to make it so it kind of holds it down. And I think I should be generous with my adhesive because, you know, I got these extra bits and bobs hanging around here. Did I get that? Did I get that? No, I got the edges, but I wanted some in the middle. Oh, it's so sticky. Okay, so hopefully I got it good. And then for the base, this is just 5.5 by 4 1/4. So there's no front flap in this variation on this card. Okay, so I'm gonna stick it down. Can I get it even? So this card actually saves you cardstock. Although, in a little bit, I'm going to show you an alternative that uses all of the cardstock. Okay, so there we go. So now you're going to look, especially if you're doing my Just Cards class, you're going to look at your turtles and you're going to play with them. where would they look cute, and then what you want to do is figure out which one. See how that you can tuck that behind there to hold that down. I guess the only bad thing is they can't stand that card up on their mantle. Well, they could lean it against something. So you want to find a turtle that has a good top that will hold that in there. And then we're going to make that turtle sturdier. So I was kind of feeling like this guy, but maybe I want the contrast of this guy. Nope, he needs to go up here. He's got big, whatever, flippers. What about this? No, he's too little. Okay, so it's going to be this guy, and it's just going to be his little turtle butt. So what I'm going to do with him is I am going to glue him to a piece of paper, and I'm going to cut that out so he is more, or she is more sturdy. Okay, so I'm going to give him glue and let him sit while we put the other turtles on, and then we will cut this one out. If I can not get my fingers all gluey. All right, little guy. And this is just a piece of Pretty Peacock, so I figure it coordinates. All right, we're going to let him sit for a second, and let's glue these ones on. So I'm a little bummed, but I guess all the turtles go the same way. So I think we'll do a big turtle at the top. Well, I don't know. Let's do, and then what, our little guy's going to come here. Decisions, huh? All right, I'm gonna do this. I like that. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put glue dots where he would touch the paper or whatever your adhesive of choice. I'm pretty sure his head was on there, hopefully, and his back and his big flipper. And we can always add more glue dots. It's just harder to take them away. So look out for your words, wherever you put your words. And we're going to stick them down. Okay, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a glue dot at the back. Thanks, Emily. Yes, this DSP is so pretty. It really is. It is very pretty. Okay, and then we need to add this little guy. I think I'm going to do him. You know what? Maybe I'm going to do them there since I put the little seaweedy guys there. Let's see. You know what? I'm not going to put them on yet. Let's cut this one out. It should be dry. So depending, you know, what turtles you pick from the DSP to cut out. I really wish the stamp set would have had like more turtles. Where's the stamp set cover? Like we just have one, and they did this. It has that more realistic blotchy look, which for seaweed I like and the whale I like, but I kind of wish the turtle was really crisp, just like these little guys, but it's okay. You could, of course, stamp the turtle from the stamp set and then cut them out. That would work too. Or you could do this with jellyfish or with the whales, you know, totally up to you. All right, let's see, and let's see, okay, get his little, so, and I'm just kind of getting it pretty close, but this will make it more sturdy so that it will hold that flap down. And I'll be posting information about the Just Cards class tonight when I get done with this video. And the Whale of a Time, this paper, the flip book, RSVPs are due by the 30th. Looks like a lot of people like that class. I'm going to be busy cutting paper at the end of the week when I get it. Because I'm going to expedite my holiday pre-order because I got to work on some stuff for that Maryland Stampers event. Okay, can I cut that little bit off? Okay, let's move all this junk out of the way. Okay, so now that I've got two turtles here, we can play. All right, so this one has to come so you can tuck the thing behind his back. Yes, that's what I wanted to see, was how far could this little guy come over. He could be all the way in the middle. I'm going to put him right in the middle. So he's going to be all the way on because he's little. I think this one is my favorite turtle. He's the same one as this big one here because he's like looking right at you and smiling. And I know I told you, when we went on a cruise a couple years ago. We swam with some turtles. It was really cool. Okay, so then this one, what we need is a dimensional. So it looks like I need a little like line. Oh, I'll use these mini dimensionals. So I'm going to put 2 mini dimensionals, make sure I get the right part. Which, wait a minute. Okay, it's hard because when you flip it over, you're like, where do they go? They go down here, close to his back. Okay, let's try those, and then if we gotta squeeze another one in, we will. And then we're gonna put that. Oh, I did good. We're gonna put that just like that. And I'm gonna add, do I need one under that fin? I need one under that fin. Let's do a little half a one. Is it called a fin on a turtle? I don't know. That flapper, turtle arm. All right, and I think I can do it without crunkling him too bad. There we go. Okay, so that way when you close this, it will hold your card closed. And then it says happy belated birthday. I really should have stamped this before I did it, but we're gonna wing it. And I'm putting this in the mail to my friend tomorrow. This is the corresponding thing. You're not old, you're just older. And she's my same exact age. I mean, I guess I'm a couple months older than her. We went to middle school and high school together. Okay, so we're gonna let that dry for a second before I close it up, but let me show you. So in my Just Cards class, I've been doing this a lot when the cards are a little more fiddly. Wait till you see, I'm so excited. Look at this one. Isn't that adorable? Look at it. That I made like a little, I looked at Google Images of how to do the little eye. So this little white piece is the same piece from up there, and then I actually glued that little eye on there. So this is gonna be a 2, we normally make 2 of the cards. Oh, look at that. I got brown on there. Well, that's okay. It'll be all right. Anyway, so this one I went a little extra. It doesn't open. I just put that all on the card front because I wanted to use the embossing folder. So this is a way to kind of change it so it's a regular card, but you're still using those fun little triangle points. And I did It's Your Day. And then in the inside, you could say happy birthday or congratulations or welcome back, whatever it is you want to say. So this will be in my Just Cards class, this little combo of cards. And let's take a look though at the one that we made. Oh, it's so cute. So there, yeah, let's see, can I put them all on here? There you go. All of our cute little cards. All right, so let me say hi this way. I can't believe I started and I showed you the card. I didn't want to show you the card, but you know, I got to remember what button to press. So thanks for stopping by. Definitely check under events so you'll know what is going on. Get your RSVPs in as quick as you can so that you can get the classes. And if you have questions, comments, requests, you need to know anything, let me know. And I will see you next time. Stay crafty.